What's up, YouTube? Wormwood. Semen retention and body gang. Coming back at you with another video. And in this video, I wanted to tell you a little story. Because this story of a short story. This story explains the difference between body gang and pretty boy gang. Or should I say handsome gang? But this is pretty boy gang. You feel what I'm saying? I remember when I first started growing my hair, I was looking through YouTube. A couple of years back, I was looking through YouTube and I stumbled on this one dude named GeoWave. He's a Filipino and black dude, black mixed, and he got like some of the like world's longest hair, right? So he used to talk about styles and different like products to make your hair moisturize. So I used to look at him, and my daughter is the main one who used to look at him, but I used to get little tips and stuff like, oh yeah, you can use that type of product or this or that or whatever, right? So I remember I looked in his comments, and every single one of his comments was a different female, like, GeoWave, I love you. GeoWave, I want to be your wife. And I was like, damn, man, this dude got it going on, man. I ain't even mad at him. He's younger than me, so I really wasn't mad at him. I'm never hating on the young cats. But he had it going on like super, which made me start paying more close attention to him because I'm like, man, I'm liking his energy, and he just got like a gang of females, man. And at the same time, I got just like a little fro. My fro was like real small. I could like barely put braids up in it. And but I was still swole. I was way more ripped, and I was ready for a show. I was like walking around like show ready for like months. And at this time, he came to the gym up in Long Beach, downtown Long Beach, Crunch Fitness. This was like the summer of 2018. GeoWave came to Crunch Fitness. Now, I was holding it down. at the gym. I was what you would call the alpha male, if that's what you want to call it, at the gym. And I was one of them. I'm not gonna lie, I was one of the alpha males. And at my time that I worked out, I was the top dog. You know what I'm saying? I don't know who was the top dog at the nighttime or in the afternoon, but when I worked out, I was. And I remember one day I was walking down the steps, and it was all these not little, but it was all these young girls, like 19, 18, 19, 20. And they was all like looking in the window of the gym, and I was like, I wonder what's going on. And I'm like, oh well, I walked by them, and I went in the gym, and it was GeoWave. And I was like, well, I be goddamn. I was just looking at this motherfucker on the damn the internet, the YouTube. He's from DC. He's from DC. Shout out to the homies in DC. I knew a couple of cats in DC. I think that's where Ron was from, DC. Shout out to DC, man. And he's from DC. So I went up in there and I seen him. And I'm like, oh man, he about to take the gym, man. Cause I'm thinking about all of the comments on YouTube and all of this stuff. I'm like, he about to take the gym, man. He about to take all the girls, get all of the attention. I'm about to get put, you know what I'm saying, get put in the back seat. Oh man. So for sure, that day he had a lot of attention. It was a lot of young females up in the gym that day, and he got a lot of attention. So the next day I went. I wasn't even worried about it. But the next day I went, I noticed something. The first thing I noticed was that the woman he was with was checking me out. And I was like, damn, is she checking me out? Like, she with Geo-Wave, the prettiest boy alive. Type of motherfucker you see on a movie or some shit. You hear what I'm saying? It did. I started seeing that a certain type of female wasn't even checking him out. Like the women that I like, the women that check me out, they wasn't even checking him out. So as I peeped the scene, I realized that the only females that was checking him out was the goofy, giggly little girls. And they wasn't little girls, they had the little girl attitude, like, like 17, 18, 19, like the high schoolers. The high schoolers. It was like about 4 of them, and the rest of the gym was still mine. And I realized something, man, that this body game is like forever. But the pretty boy game, it's like limited to like a certain time in your life, a certain immaturity time in your life. I realized that day, and I realized it with one of the top pretty boys in the world, man. You hear what I'm saying? I realized that. It was still my gym, man, because body game is dominant. He was lifting the little weights. He was timid. He was looking around. He was a disappointment. You hear what I'm saying? And as the days went on, he just became just another dude in the gym, man. And I was still growing and outshining, and people would come, females would come, females would see him. Some of them would be like looking like whispering with each other, but by like the second day, it's like they was disappointed. You hear what I'm saying? He didn't have no masculinity. At a certain age, a woman is going to want a man to have that certain masculinity. At a young age, the female, she probably got a father or something, or big brothers. She really don't care about the masculinity. She just is about the glamour. And as closest to a woman as possible that a man can be, cute, long hair, cute and stuff like that, the better for a young girl. Like Ken, like Barbie and Ken. Look at Ken. That's for little girls. But now all the grown, mature women, the women that was independent, all the nurses, all the big booty women, all the mature women, they continued to be on me, man. And any other dude that was like me up in there, they continue. And I said, how did this dude that's on the internet getting all this women attraction and stuff in real life, he's just like the average guy. He's just the average guy. Why? Because he didn't show that he was as confident. He didn't respond to none of the choosing signals. Like you gotta respond to at least like one of them, like to show that you're approachable, you hold a conversation, and you cool. You can't just be a fucking trophy just sitting down looking shiny and pretty. Because that's all you're gonna be. It's just a trophy looking shiny and fucking pretty. While this dude that's sweating, that's going up talking about just whatever. Nigga, I might go up to her and talk about your ass. Like, who is he? And she'd be like, oh, that's him. And I'd be like, oh, okay, come here, let me show you something. While he's sitting there peeking out the corner of his eyes at a grown-ass man. Body game versus pretty boy / handsome man game. Body game always reigns supreme in this life. Always. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And I'm out. I told myself this week I was going to make 50 videos. And guess what? I made 50 videos. Yeah. So I'm about to rest up on this for a couple of days. I hope y'all like this, and I'll be back. Once again, don't forget to share, like, comment, and subscribe. And I'm out.